Good morning, GRIZZ here. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is day 3 of the 120-day reboot. Doing well. Things are starting to look up for my illness, so to speak. So, things are getting better slowly, gradually. Which is a good thing. Still having trouble breathing once in a while, but it's not too bad. All in all, it's improving, and it's improving quite well. Thank you for all your support there. I really appreciate it. So yesterday we talked about benefits of DNA chain and how to strengthen those links and how strengthening those links makes a difference. Ultimately, I want to talk about knowing your body and doing what ultimately you know is right. Hold on, there's something on my screen. Back on my screen, it was driving me crazy. So, ultimately, you're the one that knows your body better than anybody else. And you know what you eat, you know what you like to, you know what you like, you know all of that stuff. You know your body better than anybody else, whether you want to believe it or not. And ultimately, we end up in positions sometimes out of our control, but sometimes within our control, and because of things we've done. I can't say I've done everything right. I have. Far from it, to be exact. And I know when I was abusing my body, but taking care of my family and paying the bills, keeping my job are more important than how my body looks. Ourselves. And I balance. Sometimes you'll see these things when you do goals. Your goals should have a balance wheel. You have your personal life, your religious life, your financial life, and your business life. It all just kind of all spokes in a wheel. And if it's out of balance, you'll see, and mine was way out of balance. You couldn't roll. The wheel wouldn't work. Okay, it would be flat. So what I'm trying to do now is bring all of that back into balance. I need to do. For my sake and for everybody else around me. We discussed at times before about God, Christ saying that the number 1 and 2 commandments. Number 1 is love God with all your heart, with all your mind, and number 2 is love your neighbor as yourself. And that's something I thought about. If you don't love yourself, you can't love your neighbor. And loving yourself isn't a bad thing in and of itself. Discipline yourself. Loving yourself is a totally different thing. It's caring about your body, it's caring about your finances, caring about things that go on with you so that you're healthy, productive, and have full cognitive features. And these are just a few of the things that I've seen. So that's what we need to do. We need to put all of that stuff into balance. We need to get our religious life into balance. We need to get our family life into balance, our work life, and our financial life. Without those being in balance, something's going to be off. We're always going to have trouble somewhere. So rather than create those troubles, we need to be able to handle them as they come along and say, okay, well, this happened. This time I'm going to fix it. I fix it. Instead of going, oh my God, how did that happen? And you kind of freak out over it because you're not paying attention to that side. So the whole idea is to give it all attention, write it down, and make sure that you're keeping that balance for yourself, for your own sake, so that you have the ability to love others and do things for other people Otherwise, you're too busy putting out your own time. A lot of time in my life put on my own. I really want to kind of be helpful to other people. And hopefully, that will inspire them to be helpful. And that will inspire those people to be helpful. And eventually, we'll get back to wanting to help one another rather than wanting to put the blame on other people for what's going on. I'm tired of seeing blame in this country. I'm tired of seeing people blame people for something they don't have control of. You shame them into doing something that they're afraid of. What we're doing in this country, what's happening worldwide with the COVID-19 is shaming. We are shaming people into compliance out of our fears. What could we're afraid of ghosts, something that hasn't happened yet. But you do this and you won't ever have to worry about it. Well, I don't think we have to worry about it anyway, because God says they don't have to. You see where I'm sitting? I don't have to worry about it. God says I don't have to. Because the only one I need to fear, he'll take care of it. I have to have faith in that and believe in it. If I don't, what kind of Christian am I? And I'm not going to be pushed around by your fear of the same thing. And that's what this is. So stop using fear to guilt people into doing something and pretend that you're forcing them to do what's right for everybody. What you're doing is imposing your will onto somebody else. You can't see that. Then you need to take your blinders off. You need to step back from the situation and go, okay, well, let me see if he's right. And reassess it. Otherwise, embarrassed. And you're getting your reward from the people around you, you'll never see heaven. Everybody says, well, if Jesus was alive today, he'd wear a mask. No, he wouldn't. That says he doesn't have to. He'll tell you it is written. The only person who fears God. And he turn around and tell you the same thing he told the Pharisees. The person that prays on the street has got their reward. The person that does a good deed in front of everybody else has received their reward. I'll tell you right now, you received your reward. Not interested in your reward. Your reward this is something that I'm not interested in. There's one reward I want. That's an heaven. That's one I'm going to see. I'm going to do everything in my power to obtain them. And you know what's funny? There's not a thing I can do. Think about that. I do everything in my power to go to heaven. Nothing I do will get me there. Nothing I do will get me there. Get me there is God's grace. You know? I want to make the world a better place. I want to bring others to it so they can seek the same reward. It would be nice. I need to be good. I need to love you like I love myself. That said, screw that. Have a great day. Please subscribe. Please go to the sponsors link below. Anything there that might interest you to try for 120 days. If you have questions, PM me. And put the subscribe and like button. And share. Sharing is one of the best things you can do for people. I'm going to bring more people in. and allows us to talk to more people and help them out. On that note, have a great day. GRIZZ out.